Be honest. Have you ever hit a point in your relationship where you're like, I love you, but I need some space? Now, the space that you need, is it for you to take a small break, gather yourself together, and then come back? Or are you taking that break to slowly say goodbye to each other? In today's podcast, Cece and I, we're going to talk about it. Stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back, you guys, to the Blissology Podcast, where we keep it real about love, about marriage, about relationship, and everything in between. You guys know who I am. I am your girl, your sis, your host, your big sis, your little sis, your cousin, your friend, Cece. And I have my amazing husband, co-host. Babe, what's going on?
You know, thank God my intro is not as long as hers. But you know, as always, we're glad to have you guys here with us. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the family. This is a weekly podcast where we keep it real. Like Cece said, we keep it relatable. And we come to you every Saturday. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Remember to share it. Remember to like it. I do want us to go together.
That's right.
Yes, that is right. And before we get into today's topic, we always like to share our blissful moment with you guys. And that's either something that we did, something that happened to us, or something that we're looking forward to doing. So what's your blissful moment?
We had a great weekend. The kids and I were playing together. That's great.
Okay. Yeah, I know you had a few sessions of Roblox.
Yeah, we did in Minecraft.
They wanted me to join, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
I was working on a project.
You were?
Yeah. By the way, I was on vacation last week.
You were on vacation.
But it didn't feel like a vacation.
It didn't feel like it.
You know, I had a good schedule lined up. You know, I'm doing this. I went to go see my dentist, took care of me. The kids went to go to the first day of vacation. Things went fine. Second day of vacation, service the car. And I'm like, yeah, there's a project. It's going to take 2 hours. I'm just going to quickly go in and fix something. And then that's when it all went south. So I ended up taking a project. I'm doing some remodeling. I didn't intend to, but I'm like, you know what? I'm already in it. I might as well. Now, we're almost 2 weeks in it. Well, a week and a half, give or take, in it. I will be completing it within the next few days. I'm literally retiling our bathroom. And it's been a project. And I did go back to work earlier this week. So I'm having to do that in work and so forth. But it's good. I mean, Cece's looking forward to the end of the project itself.
Yes.
Yeah, she made some recommendations, you know. I'm used to laying tile horizontal. And she's like, I need them vertical.
Just me giving my opinion. That's all. You know, I'm just saying, baby.
Listen, I had never done like vertical tiles and now I'm loving them. So
you are?
Good. Yeah, it looks good. And it kind of simplified things for me as well. Less cut. A lot less cut.
Hey, listen, here we go.
But yeah, that's what's going on. Obviously, it's you know, we do things together. Listen, as we do this, Sis is there with me. Well, she's inspecting. It's kind of what she does. But she makes sure that if I'm staying up late, she's there. She's checking on me. And obviously remind me to take a break sometimes and brings me food.
Yeah.
I'm there cutting tile and there she is with a spoon. Eat this. But you know, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's what's been happening in our world. I mean, it's hard work.
It's hard work, but we took you out last Saturday to the water parks with the girls.
Yes,
so that was fun.
Yes,
although the weather kind of screwed off for us later on in the afternoon. We got a good
2 hours out of it, right? 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was fun, and we had a good time.
You should have seen me running in the rain to the car.
Insane. It was something.
Yeah,
it was something.
But it was good.
Yeah,
that's good. So hey, listen, that's our moment, and we're proud of it. We're enjoying it. Now let's get into today's topic, which I think is gonna hit home for a lot of people.
Listen, that's
you know, our relationship breaks a good idea. That's the question. Now we've heard it. People says we're just on a break.
On a break.
I need some space.
I need space.
We're not broken up. We're just figuring things out, right?
Different things.
But what does that really mean?
Yeah, what does that really mean?
No,
what are we doing? You know, I'm a person where I want clarity. What are we doing? Are we in or are we out? Because I don't do breaks. I don't.
We've never done breaks.
I don't get it.
We've had heated moments, but we never took breaks.
No, but when you think about it, what is it a break? What is a break?
Should we try one?
Yes. I'll take a break from you. I'll go in the bedroom and you go in the garage. That's my considering break. Okay? That's my break.
Yes.
That's my break. I stay in the office or you go in your special place in the house, which is the garage. That's your spot. That's your hangout place.
She gets the air-conditioned room.
You said you want, that's your place, okay? I mean, I'm just saying, you like it there, so I'll let you have that.
Okay.
Because
in Florida, it's hot. You step in the garage 5 minutes, I'm sweating.
Yeah, but baby, what is it a break though, right? When you think about it, people will say this, I want to take a break. And when people say they're on a break, what does it actually really mean is my question. Especially, what's going on in today's dating culture, right?
Oh, today's dating culture is a little nuts.
It's just a lot. Because let's be real, everyone has a different definition of break.
Yeah, but that creates confusion. Some people means when they say we're taking a break, they means no communication at all. You don't talk to me. I don't talk to you. We just completely leave each other alone. Some just stop going on dates. They talk, but they don't go out. Mm-hmm. Some still text like they're in a relationship, but they don't want to claim each other.
Which
it's like,
is
I'm texting you, you're texting me, I'm saying sweet stuff, but yeah, we're not really with each other. We're just talking as if we are. But technically, if you're on a break, you're still committed to this person. But what's important is that the rules that you set, within that break. So, breaks can mean different things to different people. It does.
But to me, CC, personally speaking, it's confusing. Okay, it's confusing.
That's probably because you've never been on a break.
I'm a millennial, and I truly feel like these, all this crazy stuff, the break, the pause, the slow down, like what are we doing? It's very confusing, especially with social media, right? If we think about it, social media, it's it's confusing, babe. It's very confusing.
Here's this at. One's on a break, like they're trying to find themselves.
Right.
And the other one's out there posting, I went to that trip. I went to this trip. I'm enjoying myself. Yes. I'm hanging out with my friends. Yes. I'm meeting new people.
Yes.
So, and when you get back together and you find suddenly there's trust issues.
Of course, there's going to be trust issues.
But like imagine you and I were on a break while I'm at home reflecting, meditating.
Well, more like I'm at home reflecting, meditating, because I see me more doing that.
And then I'm out there being wild.
Yeah.
Being my nice self to everyone that I come across. Yeah, that would be bad. So listen, a break needs clarity. Now, we all know that. Without rules, without goals, things could be chaos. The same thing applies for a break. If there's no set rules, if there's no goals, what we're trying to achieve on that break, it's just chaos.
Yes.
And chaos, as we all know, breeds confusion.
It does bring confusion. If we are being honest, I mean, I always ask this question. When I hear these people, younger generation, are telling me, CC, I'm on a break because I need to find myself. But I'm like, why do people take some breaks if we're being honest?
Well,
why?
sometimes breaks comes from real stuff. Burnouts.
Yeah.
You're overworking yourself, or the relationship is overburdening you, or you're constantly arguing with your partner.
Arguing, I get it. I mean, I get that part. If we are if we are in a marriage, I don't see myself taking a break. But if we are in a real, a serious relationship, I still don't see myself taking a break from you.
I think that there's other solution when it comes to arguing, because there's always reasons people argue, and sometimes you got to look beyond the argument itself, but look to see what causes it. So, but when you're married, that's different. When you're just dating someone, it's easy to say, you know what, let's take a little bit of time apart just so we can figure out who we are.
Yeah, and I think sometimes it could be pressure from family members too, right? Life changes, or someone may be going through some kind of mental issues.
Yeah.
A lot of time this happen where people just take the breaks just to find themselves.
Yeah, and that's where we can agree that there's some legitimate reasons.
Yeah.
Why people sometimes needs a break from each other.
Yeah. I agree.
And worse, sometimes you could be in a relationship where you feel like you're losing yourself.
Yes, no, that part. I get that part.
Yeah.
That to me is toxic.
Or you're suffocating in that relationship. Yes. You can't breathe. Some women will do that to you.
Some men will do that to you. In that case, taking a break will help.
Oh, absolutely.
Reflect, making sure you take time for yourself, because if you are in this, craziness, you need to get yourself out of there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I agree. I mean, if you're taking a break because you feel like you're losing yourself, it makes sense.
Yes.
Go out there, find yourself, work on yourself, find out what's important to you, and then come back in.
Yes.
But there are some other times that people can be funny. They wanted reasons to be able to go and be crazy. And they use the break as a way to get their freedom.
Listen.
The freedom to do whatever they wish.
I feel like it's a men thing. I feel like men will do that to women. We're more like caring. We're more like, oh my God, I love my man. I want to make sure that we do things right. But I think sometimes you guys will be like the one that wants to go out there and be free and have other options and exploring, right? You want to go and explore things. Okay. And I'm just saying, most of the time it's the guys that wants to explore things, that want to, here's the phrase I don't like. I don't ever want to hear from any men to any of my sis.
There's a lot of fish in the ocean.
That one, but the other one is, it's not you, it's me. If I hear someone say that to a sis of mine, that's not going to flow right.
We're taking the blame for whatever's happening in the relationship.
Typically, it's you, the problem. And that's usually a way of getting them out. That's easy.
But that's exactly what we're saying. It's not you who's the problem. It's us.
That's usually a way out for them, is what I'm trying to say.
And it's not you. It's me.
Remember the movie that we watched when the guy was like, it's not you, babe. It's me. I just don't think it's going to work out. And the next thing you know, he already with a woman. I'm like,
he found someone else that he can work out with.
They were like on a date. And that's when he broke up with the girl. And he goes, it's not you. It's me. And the girl was shocked. Like, what is going on? And then here is this other girl coming from the bathroom. Like, are we ready to go? I'm like, is that what these people are doing out there?
Well, that's a movie. But in real life, things still happen.
I'm sure it does happen in real life.
Listen, in our small community where we are, I can tell you I've known some people that are doing some crazy stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But it does happen. But, what I want to get to is that some people use that as a way to get some freedom for themselves.
Yes.
While they're not fully letting go of you. And the example could be that I want to go out and explore stuff, but I don't really want you to.
Oh.
So I take that break and go and do things, but I still want to hold on to you.
Yeah. While you just wait, wait when I come back.
Yeah. Which is not right. If you're going to take a break, and that's why it's important as you decide if that's what you want to do, that you get very clear on what is to happen.
Yeah, no, if we're on a break, you do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. But I think it's selfish if you don't let your partner do their thing. If we're on a break, it can't just be you go and have a good time and do what you want to do while I'm sitting here.
Here's the thought process when people do that.
And I'm sitting here and waiting on you.
But here's what happened. When people does that, they're looking at you. You're vulnerable, right? You can be taken advantage of. But if it's me who goes out, no one's going to take advantage of me.
I just don't think it's fair.
So... And right, listen, this is not me saying that this is something that's normal and people should do it. You shouldn't. If you're gonna go that route, if you want to explore, get some freedom for yourself, you got to give the other person the ability to do that as well.
Yes.
Don't be selfish about it.
Yes.
However, if you value that relationship so much that you want to stay in it, then maybe look for an alternative.
Yes.
Besides a break to see if you can work out your issues.
Yes.
Because if you decide to take a break, don't do it blindly.
Listen.
Right? Set some clear boundaries.
Set some rules and boundaries. Like if I would take a break, we got to talk.
Yeah, you got to talk. And in that talk, you got to sit and say, okay.
Can we see other people?
I mean, if that's something that you want to do, that needs to clearly be laid out. This is what we're going to do. We will see other people. However, if you don't feel like you should see other people, before that break starts, you need to lay out. We're going to take a break, but we're not seeing other people. And this is what's important, to have boundaries, but clear expectations as to what's going to happen during that break, right?
Yes.
And then you got to set out, how we're going to communicate, right?
Are we still
checking on each other once a week, once a day?
Right.
If I'm going out, should I call you and let you know where I'm going?
Can I post my new boo online?
Well, if you say we're going to see other people, I guess you can post your newborn online. But all these things, you got to talk about them. Is right. Because once you go on that break, things bound to happen. And if there are no rules, a lot of things that you didn't expect can happen.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
Because you got to have some structure. You know, one person can be more invested in the thing and that make them feel bad at the end. And when you think you're working on a relationship, the other person on the other end, they think they're a free agent. They can go and do whatever.
Fun.
So more than ever, it's important to lay out some clear expectations as to what's to happen.
Yes, I agree.
You know,
I agree.
Because you're bound to run into disloyalty.
For sure.
You know, because let's be real. Some folks use break as a pass to cheat.
More like some men. Go ahead, baby.
I'm gonna say it. Some folks, women does the same thing.
Women don't do that. We don't do that, ladies. We don't. We're very loyal to our partner and love somebody. We don't do this thing, you know, to take a free break and a free pass to go have a good time at a club and see other men. Nah, we're very loyal. Okay, loyalty over here. Okay,
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything.
Loyalty is what I'm saying, because men will most likely be the one that goes to club and clubbing with their boys and go out different partners, and before you know it, you over here waiting for your partner to come back, and then he's out there having a good time, and before you know it, he don't want to come back.
You talking like a woman. They think we're the devil.
Well, yes.
Women and men does the same thing. It all depends on their personality and what they want to do. Women cheat as much as we do. Well, I don't. I'm talking about men in general. Some men can be pigs, but women can be other stuff. If you're on a break and you do that stuff, the worst thing you can do is come back, pretend like nothing happened. Because things do happen. And believe me,
we'll find out.
Yes.
Believe me, we'll find out.
Yes. And you know, there's no worse feeling than leaving someone feeling betrayed.
Of course.
And if you do that, the sure thing that's bound to happen is you would leave your partner feeling they've been betrayed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And heartbreak from someone you thought was just taking a little space.
Right.
That creates a whole different kind of pain.
Listen, it's going to because you are going to lose trust for your partner.
Absolutely.
Okay, because if we set rules and boundaries, what we doing, what we're not doing, and then you go out there and do what you feel like you think is right for you. And logically speaking, if we're on a break, you shouldn't be thinking yourself as a free agent. You should be like, you know what, I'm on a break.
Well, if the terms of the break was to be free agent, by all means. Because the term
if it's
determines
like
what
you
happens.
do you, I do me, and then until we both feel like we miss each other, then we come back, then that's different. Which I still feel like it's just not right.
Yeah, and that's why my biggest advice to anyone who's looking to take a break is talk about what the expectations for the break.
Yes, be respectful.
Oh yeah, you have to be respectful.
Yes.
Because if it's someone that you're looking to spend the rest of your life with, you have to be respectful.
Right.
But you also have to be honest as well.
Absolutely.
If the expectations of the break dictates we shouldn't do that, we should only do this, you have to be honest and be respectful and not do the things you're not supposed to do.
Sure.
So and make sure both of y'all actually agree
on the break.
Not
just you. And
well,
then
if I can convince you.
Okay.
But at the end, you got to make sure you both agree on the break.
Don't agree just to keep the peace, because I know some of us women, we just gonna be like, okay, then fine. No, boo. You can't just say fine. You're going to be like, you know what? We both agree on this, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, guys, if you're enjoying this episode, remember to like, to subscribe, and check out this episode here that we published a while ago about how to make the best of your relationship. Now, let's get back into the episode.
All right, babe. So now, here's my thing. I know we married couple, been married for 15 years. You know, we've gone through the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm sure there's still a lot that we need to go through, right? It's life.
We're still young people, so we got a lot of time to go.
Yeah. Now, I feel like we need to touch on the pros and the cons, okay, of, you know, when it comes to taking a break, right? Because let's be real, there's some pros to it, and there's some not so
pros.
So I think it's best for us to start with the pros, of course.
Is it? We got to be fair, right? There can be some good that comes from taking a break.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you're constantly arguing, or if the relationship has gotten heavy, and you feel like you're losing sight of yourself. Yes, there could be some good that comes from the break.
Yes.
Now, I think the number one thing that anyone can get from taking a break is that personal growth.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes people get in a relationship, they're way immature to even understand what it means to take responsibility.
That's true.
So sometimes you need that space.
Sometimes they think they're ready and they're not.
To hear your own thoughts and to find what's important to you, and sometimes to find what it means to be accountable and what it means to be responsible.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think the second thing is mental clarity. Sometimes it gets foggy up here.
Sometimes.
Taking a step back can help you see if the relationship that you're in is right for you. Because, sometimes we get into a relationship because of that feeling, and then we find ourselves into him. We're like, is it really that? So if mentally you're confused, take a step back. That may help you figure out, is it still good for you?
Right.
Now, another thing I think that may be important is conflict arises in relationship, and sometimes we need a reset.
That's true.
So taking a break can help us push that reset button and maybe start over, right? If you're constantly arguing, and we mentioned that several times earlier, if you're constantly arguing, that can make it hard to hear yourself and to hear the other person. So taking a break can change your perception and can change the way that you approach things. So yes, it's a good way to reset conflict. Yeah. Now I think there are other ways though, but I think it's a good one, especially if you haven't committed long term to someone. Taking a step aside and that can help you reset that.
If I would say communication is also another great
one. Communication. I think sometimes we do things just for the sake of doing things, and sometimes we take other people for granted.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get so comfortable with people that we fail to realize the value that they bring in. And I think taking a break can help us reset the way that we view this person.
Right.
Which in turn can change the way we communicate with that person.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree.
A break can give both people a space to reflect, to work on themselves.
To go meditate.
Believe me, we need work. I mean, we're lucky enough that we
men, right?
I'm talking about people who are in relationship, not just men. In fact, women are very emotional, and sometimes they need more work than we do because we can move past things pretty easily. Yeah. The majority of us. Women sometimes need time to marinate on things. Oh, yes. So, but it's good to work on yourself. Maybe even heal from some past trauma you may have suffered. Yeah. Right? So taking a break can give you a chance to make your relationship better if you take that break under the right terms. Sometimes when people take a break, they'll even consider taking therapy, but go therapy by yourself. This way, if there's some issues that maybe you didn't want your partner to be exposed to, you can be open and share that with your therapist.
That part right there makes so much sense, where if you need a break, how about we go see therapists? Right?
Yeah, together or while you're in your break.
You go see your therapy and I go see mine. We can have different therapists. And I think sometimes that can help as opposed to just like take a full on break. Yeah. And you do your thing, I do my thing. Listen, that was a lot. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people needs to know these things. If you are thinking of taking a break, okay, there's a lot of pros. There's good and bad when it comes to taking a break. Yeah. And I think, you just give some good pointers on the pros. Absolutely. And how about we go into the cons of when it comes to taking a break?
Oh, yes. Listen, as good as the pros may be, there are some cons, and some cons that can really, really mess up the relationship. And you have to be aware of those. If you're gonna go on a break, you have to know that there are things that may happen that could potentially hurt that relationship.
Because let me tell y'all, taking a break isn't always sunshine and breakthroughs, okay?
No. A lot of the times, it just feels like it's a slow breakup.
A lot of time, it's a slow breakup. Yeah. Eventually, it comes into that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the number one thing I think that bound to happen if you don't manage your break right is disloyalty and betrayal.
Oh, for sure.
Not everyone handles the break with maturity.
Listen, not every guys handle a break with maturity.
I'm going to say it again. Not everyone. I think women can be just as bad as we are.
Listen, well, y'all are the worst. when it comes to handling things. I'm just saying, baby, it's the truth.
But it's important if you're going to go that route that you can be mature about it, to observe the rules, to follow the rules and do what was agreed upon.
Correct. And not every man can take a break because they're not maturely enough to obey the rules
of the break.
Okay, of the break, because
I guess it's the same thing for women.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I disagree. Women,
Let's agree to disagree.
We going to be more like, you know what? We're on a break. In the back of our mind, this is our man. We're on a break. We're gonna do what we need to do to work on ourselves, to do what we need to do, right? But y'all, it's gonna take like someone who's maturely enough to say, you know what, okay, babe.
Yeah, maturity is important. It's important on both sides, though. I know you make it a point to talk bad about the men, and I understand. But maturity is important for both sides when it comes to
stating a fact.
Yeah, and another time it happened, you gotta have clear timelines.
Yes. How long is the break? What are we doing?
You have to.
Is it gonna be months? If it's months, then it's gonna be a breakup. I'm sorry.
Well, it could be. It depends on how the break is structured. Say, for instance, if you take a break, but we still check on each other, weeks and potentially months can come by. And obviously, you got to set some checkpoint and you got to have some clear expectations as to what's expected to happen.
This is something that I feel like a man is going to be hard for them to like know that, expectations of you is not to go around and have a good time while we're on a break.
Man, sis is giving us men very little credit.
I'm just being 100%. I'm being real right now.
You're being a woman who does not trust men.
A woman who's speaking the truth. And the truth is, a man, it's not going to be as easy for a man to be on a break and not go out there and break the rules.
We follow rules.
Okay.
But yes, it's important to have clear timeline.
Yes.
Because you don't want to break that last forever. Sometimes breaks can cause more emotional confusion than it actually solves.
Yeah.
So if you're going on that break, it makes you feel more confused than you were.
Yeah, because you feel single.
That's a problem.
You feel single and committed at the same time. It's like
I want to do this, but I can't do this.
See, in our mind, ladies, in our mind, we gonna be like, we are on a situationship, okay?
You can call it that.
In their mind, they're gonna see as they are a free agent where they can go be mingle and do the things with other people, like they are free and do whatever they want to do. Yeah. But in our mind, it's like we're on a break, but we're not supposed to do certain things.
Well, you're not supposed to do certain things. And that's a good thing. Again, women are more vulnerable. It's okay to not do certain things. But
men can't.
If taking that break causes emotional confusion for any side, then
break it off.
Yes. And you can't be taking breaks every 2 months. Where that breaks becomes a pattern for avoiding hard conversation, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I know there's a family gathering. I don't want to go there, so we're going to take a break. So we're not together. Now, if break becomes a pattern to avoid things, that's not healthy.
Listen,
right?
If you take a break every holiday, just know that he has another family. Just know that he has another family.
Well, yes, he has spent time with the other family.
Listen, if you take a break every holidays, if your man said, I'm going to take a break every holidays around the same time, just know that he's going to go see his other baby mama.
Or he could be saving money.
He's going to go see his baby mama. And just so you know, you on this by yourself. And if he comes back every January or March or after, Christmas and New Year's and in January and Valentine's Day pass, and then he come back in March, just so you know that he has another woman. He has another family is what I'm saying. If he takes a break around the holidays or around summertime, if he takes a break around the summertime, he has children that he's going on trip with.
Man. Cece's painting men as like the most untrustworthy people.
I'm just saying, there's some men out there who do these things, and sometimes we gotta keep it real.
You've been watching too many movies,
too many African movies. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of African movies a lot lately, though, for real.
But in real talk, taking breaks sometimes can leave one person thinking, yes, we're gonna take that break. we're coming back together. But on the flip side, this person taking a break saying, this is my chance to slowly but surely get away from this person.
And then you're just waiting and hoping they'll come back.
Well, yeah, the person who thinks it's just a break, they're hoping this person will come back. Yeah. But the other person is like, I am slowly just getting away.
And sometimes it's not even where y'all even thinking about the other person as much as we think about you guys if I want to break, of course. And I'm sure some of you ladies will maybe relate to what I'm saying. Like where we constantly thinking about, okay, what it's doing. If we are really like really deep into that relationship.
Yeah. And if you really deep in yours where you're like emotionally invested.
Well, yes.
Breaks sometimes may not be the first option for fixing things.
Yes.
You know, because you can physically take a break, but emotionally speaking, it may not be the easiest thing because if this person, you're really committed to this person, you can't just shut them out of your mind like that. That emotional disconnection is tough. And that's why it really needs to be clear as to what you're going to do and how you're going to go about that break, right? Because without clarity, people can get stuck in limbo. Yeah. You know, waiting for closure that never comes.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair at all.
Yeah. And again, as I mentioned earlier, breaks can be used as excuse to avoid hard conversations.
Because they're not maturely enough.
Used for that.
They're not grown enough to handle the hard conversation.
People use it to run away from facing issues. And believe me, in a relationship, you have to be able to face certain issues. If your way of fixing them is to run away, that relationship will not stand on solid ground. So instead of using break as an excuse to avoid things, sometimes it may be best just face it head on and deal with it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be grown enough to face the issues and fix it. Babe, I know you mentioned soft breakup earlier, which is true. I totally agree with you. I think people will use that as a way of,
use a break as a way to softly break up with you.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but it's hard for people sometimes if the person care about you, and typically there are people that are breaking up with you. It's not that they don't care about you anymore. It's just that they can't be in a relationship with you long term.
And they don't want to hurt you.
And if they care about you, yes, it's tough hurting someone.
They'll let you
especially
down.
If that someone is a crybaby. It'll be tough to actually tell them, hey, listen, I don't see a future with you. So they'll use that break to slowly let you down. And in some way, I would appreciate someone who does that, because that tell me that you care. Although eventually this person will still get hurt, but it won't feel as hurtful. Right? It makes you feel a little bit better that you didn't cold turkey that person. And at least that person will appreciate it that you didn't cold turkey them. Because some people's emotions are very fragile.
Yeah.
And then when people does that, it's like saying, I still care about you, which is true, but at the same time saying, I'm done.
It's like, it's not you, it's me kind of thing.
No, it takes some bravery to just dump someone, especially if because if you've been with someone, you know them, you know what their strong points are, you know where their weakness is, and you know that if you dump them, it's going to knock them out for a few months before they can get back to themselves.
Yeah.
I can appreciate if someone takes some time to let someone down, but don't make it like 3 months you take them. No, if you maybe take a month at most, just to let yourself be distanced enough so they can, not be so attached. And then you come out and you let them down.
Yeah.
But know that that's what your intentions are. But don't mislead this person to make him think that you're coming back. So make sure that you set the boundaries to be as vast as possible.
Oh my God. I don't know if I could handle that.
So you can increase your distance.
I am a girl where if it's over, just tell me it's over.
Yeah. Or
if it's over, just be honest. Just tell me it's over, because I don't think I can handle the slowly breaking up.
Or, to not waste each other's time. Sometimes it may make sense to just be man enough and just break up.
Yeah, sometimes. Listen, I know.
Or be from the get-go. You know what? I don't think this is working out. Let's take some time off to see if we even a good fit for each other. This way, you know that from the get-go, there's already issues, and most likely we're not coming back. It's a 50-50 chance.
Or if y'all do come back together, right? It's best to talk through what changed.
Yes.
Because going right back into the same relationship without growth is just putting a Band-Aid into some kind of a cut where nothing really.
Yeah, it's like you need stitches, but you're just gonna slap a Band-Aid on there, but you're still bleeding.
We need, if we do come back, if we do get back together after we had this break, after we had the space or whatever you want to call it, I need to see some changes in you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's vice versa, because we don't want to go back to the same thing that we were doing.
What's the point?
Then again, I would feel like if I feel like we come back where I'm more mature, I've changed and you didn't change, and I feel like, well, you're just having a good time, didn't really care much. Then I'll be like, listen, you know what? I work on myself and I don't have time to be, keep working on you. Then you got to go.
Those are the real conversation people need to have.
It's
what happened after this break.
Yes.
Are we in a place where we can carry forward?
Yes.
Right. Now, I don't believe in breaks. I think if we get to a point that we can't function, we just can't function.
Yes.
But while we're together, we're gonna give it all that we could to make it work.
I agree.
This is my stand on it. I know where you sit on breaks.
Listen, but I don't believe in breaks. I believe in taking a pause to pray, to reflect, to meditate, and get clarity on what we have going on.
Yeah,
I don't believe in breaks. I'm sorry if you call me old school. I don't mind being old school. I just feel like break is just for us to. It's just an excuse for you to exit your way out. Let's take a pause. Let's pray about it. Let's reflect on what we have going on for us to be able to get better clarity as to how we can make this work.
Absolutely.
Right? Because I don't believe in disappearing with no accountability.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am. Listen, I think if we're at the point where we can't function, we have to take time away from each other. We're probably not meant for each other. Because in relationship, you have to be able to resolve your issues together.
I think if we are struggling, we lean into each other. Like the song said, lean on me, not check out. Okay? Not check out. We need to lean on each other. But at the same time, I also understand needing space when emotions are high. You got to do your thing. But just not at the cost of
honesty. Because this bound to happen. You take a break, someone's about to do something. Now, you're probably going to say the men are the one that's most likely to do something.
I'm not putting fingers, but I'm just saying.
Someone's about to do something, right? Because once you're no longer attached, things bound to happen.
Listen, we'll take a break.
Now, again, I mentioned earlier, you need to be mature about this if you're doing it. No.
Right. Not every man can take a break. Some men, they're just going to go out and be free and be with other people. I'm just saying. Maybe some woman, I don't know, but I feel like the sisters are not going to do that.
Here's what I say. At the end of the day, the goal should be to heal and rebuild. Not creating more confusion and not creating more distance between you. So if you're listening and you're in that, should we take a break space? Here's some advice. Be clear about what the break means.
From a man perspective.
Set a time frame. It's going to be 2 weeks. It's going to be a week. It's going to be a couple of days. Set a very specific time frame and agree on what the boundaries would be. Are we seeing other people? Are we not seeing other people? Are we going to stay local? Are we going on vacation? All these things, because those are important. And don't just focus on the other person. Focus on your own work. What am I going to do during that break?
Yeah.
To make sure that I'm better when I come back,
Who
right?
is she with? What is she doing?
No, you didn't take the break. You didn't take the break to go run all these thoughts in your mind. You took the break to figure out what you want to do.
I know I would.
Right? So
I'd be running some thoughts in my mind.
And it's important to plan time to check in. If the break is going to be for a month, at least I think a weekly check-in is important.
I agree.
Right? And be honest with yourself. Because it starts with being honest with yourself.
Yes.
Now, if you misbehaving, you're already gonna have issues thinking the other person is misbehaving as well.
For sure.
And believe me, once you get back, you're gonna run into major issues.
Yes, I agree.
But be honest with yourself. And you gotta say, am I taking this break to grow or am I actually growing in that break? And if when you ask yourself that question, are you growing, and you find your answers are coming, man, I'm glad that I'm away, I don't have to talk about this craziness, then you're avoiding conversations, you're avoiding real things that needs to be dealt with, then you're taking your break for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I agree. I
Right.
agree. I agree. This is so on point, baby. And listen to the young couples. Okay.
Wait, they're young, like
I
the
wanna
20s
tell
or
them.
their 30s.
The 20s and 30s
Okay.
and 40s are young too. What are you talking about? You know? And to the young couples, of course, you're the Gen Zs, right? I'm a millennial, the Gen Zs. Listen, love is beautiful. I love love. I love black love. As a matter of fact, I am. So y'all
She's
should
a
see-
sucker for love.
There you go, baby. Thank you. I love love, particularly black love, you know, but it's also a serious thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Love is
You're
not
messing with
just
someone's heart.
cupcake and beautiful things here and there. It's serious, you guys. If you need space, take the space. Work on you. Work on yourself. Do what you got to do. Okay. Don't let Instagram, TikTok world, social media tell you that
You need to do that.
Right. Tell you how to move. You don't have to follow trend. I can't stand
stay
trend.
off the trends.
I cannot stand. I think we talked about this last podcast where I mentioned that you with someone, do what you do for you, not comparing your relationship to someone else's, especially if you are comparing those online relationship. Focus on what you have. I mentioned focus on your plate. I don't know if you heard me when I said it last time. Focus on your plate. Your plate is in front of you, and that's your partner, not the online Instagram, social media models or people that you that influence you, but more like what you have, what God bless you with.
Yeah, and when you're considering taking a break, you deserve clarity.
Absolutely.
Right? You deserve clarity in that break. You
Yes.
deserve respect.
Yes,
And don't let someone have access to you without any accountability.
for sure.
It's very, very important. So if
Yes.
you're going to go that route, again, I keep repeating this. Make sure that you're clear on what it is that you want to achieve.
Yes, and if you gotta be out with your girls, because I know a lot of us sisters, a lot of girls,
Yeah.
we probably, if we take a break, we probably will hang out with our sisters, with our girls, and just do girls things where we are working on ourselves, not out there clubbing and having a good time.
But some girls be wild.
Okay, baby.
I'm just saying, some girls be
Well,
wild.
it's true. Some girls are like that, but at the same time, I feel like we more so would, we'll work on ourselves and enjoying ourselves while y'all going.
Look, here's my take.
Okay.
Breaks can help if you both committed to growth, not just avoiding hard conversation. But don't say break when you really mean break up. If you're the one asking for space, be honest about why.
Yeah.
And if you're the one being asked, don't ignore how you feel just to keep the person.
That's good.
No, you have to be honest from the get-go. Because at the end of the day, real love requires real work.
A lot of work.
And real work sometimes means facing the hard stuff together.
That's right.
Now, that's coming from us being married for 15 years
That's right.
and together for 20 years.
Yes. A long
We
time.
faced a lot of hard stuff together.
Yeah. Together. Together is the word here.
Yeah. So, I don't believe in breaks. I believe if things are tough, together we ride it out.
That's right.
We find ways to support each other. We find
Yeah.
ways to do whatever is necessary, including getting outside help if need be. But that's a commitment that we made. If we run into issues together we're going to seek help
Yes.
to get better.
Yes.
So before you take that break, ask yourself, are we breaking to grow or are we breaking to avoid?
Oof, babe.
The answer to those two questions will tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Because how you answer, and obviously both of you needs to answer this. Why are we taking that break?
Right.
Because if you're breaking to avoid, you might as well just break up.
That's true. That's true.
But if you're breaking to
You're
grow,
preaching,
to
baby.
find yourself, then yes.
Listen,
But again, be very clear.
be very clear.
So guys, I know we've talked a lot about breakup and our stand on it. I don't believe in it.
I don't believe
But
in
I can
breaks.
understand why it could be beneficial to others.
Yeah.
So we thank you for rocking with us on the Blissology Podcast. If this helps you, share it with someone. Someone who may need to hear it.
Yes.
Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's someone trying to figure it out. Believe me, in this world, we're always trying to figure something out.
Listen.
As always, let's keep the conversation going. And don't forget to like the podcast, to subscribe to it. We don't want you guys to miss any
And
Saturday
to
with us.
share as well.
Yes, definitely share this. Listen,
Yeah.
people needs to hear this.
Listen.
So until then, everybody, take care. Peace.